You guys are the first organization I've talked to that kind of in that state of not having this shortage, right? And I've talked with actually a few organizations where they are the ones importing. You probably know better than I do. They mentioned that they're all importing from the South. I don't like Louisiana, Mississippi, and they maybe might mention a couple of other states. What exactly does that look like on the ground floor, right? Like with the influx of animals and not, they're, like you said, there are waiting lists for anyone listening. I mean, a lot of rescues right now, if you want to adopt, you have to go to a wait list and all these other things. But you guys, on the other hand, it's not that way at all. It's just this massive influx of animals. And it's like, okay, how can we save these animals, all of them, right? And so what does that look like? And what are maybe some issues there that are causing that as opposed to other geographical regions? Because that's kind of what I wanted to ask too, is every region kind of faces their own issues.
Absolutely. The number one question we get from people outside of our region or even outside of our state is, why do y'all have so many pit bulls? The truth is that there is a pit bull breeding challenge in the South. And that impacts the high population that enters our shelter. The added challenge to that is that there's a stigma associated with that particular breed and breeds that are mixed with pit bulls. And that then just creates an influx of those animals because they're the less wanted. It's so hard to say that because they're so lovable and the best pets, just like the rest of them. So I would say to that question that there's a bit of a breeding challenge in the South that's causing that high influx. And then in particular, it's not like a breeding of, I don't know, whatever the trend or desirable pet is, a golden doodle, for instance, and that we've got 100 golden doodles just waiting to be adopted, which we know would fly. I mean, we would have every golden doodle gone out of the door within 24 hours. And that's because there's no stigma, right? There's no stigma associated with that pet. So that's a little bit of the challenge we're seeing.